What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's windy. I don't know where you're at and how the weather is where you're at, but it's terrible here, and it's been every day for weeks. It seems like it's just windy, super windy, and more windy, and then it's calm in the afternoon right before you go to bed. But we're back to a place that I trapped a couple years ago, and we got 18 beaver out of here. Called it the Big Dam Dam or Big Dam Creek Dam or whatever, but it's not as big. It's not as big as it once was. Got a crossover right there. Oop, where am I at? Okay, right there. You can see that there's a spot where they climb over. I put a trap there, and I put me a casting mount up there. I'm gonna check them. Just put this in yesterday, and I got a few sets in Iowa. We'll go check. So, and downstream here, there's another dam. I didn't really notice the crossover, so I put a caster mount next to it. And over here, I didn't bring a trap with me, but you can see the old beavers climbed out. I climbed out here in this exact same spot. You can see my knee prints, but I can see a beaver's been here since I was here, so that's a good sign. Maybe we got one on here on a crossover. I need to come back. I'm in a hurry today, just got off work. I want to get a few more sets in on this, give her a good go. We'll definitely be putting a caster mount there. So it's a start. So we'll see how we do. It's been a while since I've been here, so there's not really crazy amount of sign. There's a little bit of chewing. It's kind of an old dam. You can tell they're not really doing much to keep it going. It's not like all the other dams we've been to. So there's a few beaver, but I'm not like crazy excited with the sign. But remember, this was really high. Flooded all up in there. I had to go underneath the tree limbs, and I was catching beavers over there. That's pretty interesting. Let's see if this trap's still sitting here. Well, I see a toe right there already, boys. Can't tell what it is. Big old toe right there of some sort. Let me get this camera set up and we'll see what we got. Sorry about the wind, guys. This is the way it is. Well, hopefully this is showing up good for you. If you look at this dam, looks like shit. Looks like shit. Looks like shit. Nothing really going on. But this one spot, you see this V here? They're keeping that open. They're climbing in and out right here. I put the trap. I still can't tell what I got, but I think I got a beaver. I put the trap right here. They climb over. You get them. The old hag's drowner. I don't want to mess that up too much, so I'll have to push that back, keep it a V. What do we got on this drowner here? Oh, it's a beaver, boys. We went right over the crossover first night. We got a catch. And he's not too bad. Pretty good size one. What the heck is on the... There's like some kind of snail on the trap. But perfect crossover scenario. We're hoping, since everything's closed, we don't want to catch any otter, but there is a chance. But hopefully there's no otter in this. I didn't catch any last time. And there is a small dam up that way. But front foot catch on a good sized beaver. Decent casters. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Uh-oh. Call back up. We don't want a new spot, and we don't want them to think this ain't a dam break set. Did I literally just drop that right in there? Well, yeah, I did. I was itching to lose that, boys. All right, let's put her back out there. It's plenty deep here. It's one thing I like about this. Get that back in there. Find a solid spot for it. You notice that rebar wasn't up whatsoever when we got here. You couldn't even see. Bring some of this debris back over here. Let's get this back the way we had it. Trying anyways. It's a little soft. That's why I'm saying there's not going to be very many beaver. I mean, there could be a family of, when I say not very many, I'm talking like 8 Probably 8 on this system. We had that trap right there. We'll put these sticks over here, kind of. That beaver's gonna come right up here, like he always does, and they're climbing over right here. Boom, right into the trap. We should not have a problem with raccoons, as deep as that is, but there is a chance of a raccoon, but there's too many of them, and the season's still open for raccoons until the 31st of April. So, well, that's perfect set. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, don't get any better than that, and there's the proof. Now let's go check my caster mound set over here. I did not bring my caster down with me, it's in the truck. Or not my caster, but my lure, my beaver lure. Take a little stroll up here in the wind. Well, something climbed on it. I got footprints all over this from my lure. There's my rod there. I can't see my trap, and I can't see a critter, but the water's dirty. Well, hopefully it's not just a trip trap, but look at this. Right there's my lure. And for those of you that have gotten my lure before, I'm making it a little thicker now. See how thick that is? A little bit better consistent. I like it either way. Got a little bit on a stick right there. Yeah, that's a good sign. All I saw, I've had a caster mound in this almost exact spot before. There's a little chewing on that tree right there. There was a tree cut down here. I mean, there's sign. Well, let's see if we got something. I don't want to tear up my bank too much. So you don't want to give them any other spots to climb out. Whew. I'll get you back up on my head here. Stay tuned. Still can't see nothing, but this is really deep compared to where we've been. It's heavy. What do we got there? Another one, boys. Surprise, bitches! We come back after 2 years and show them who's boss right off the bat, didn't we? Right here, you can see that beaver on that dam. That's all the span we put 2 traps, and we got one more downstream, another caster mound set with my lure on it. I wish it wasn't windy for the filming, but can't do nothing about it. And the good thing is I see my lure plain as day. We don't have to re-lure, we're good to go. We'll just get this, I'm gonna point it this way this time. Bed's all still there. Get her out there in the deep. This little soft bottom right there. I like how deep it is that I can't even tell what I have. Surprise! Okay, let's get that under. Bed's right here. Still perfect. Don't even have to wet it down. I can see it's still wet. I might put a little bit more mud up in there to make it a little bit fresher look. Trap's right here. We're just gonna set it right here like we did yesterday. And I gotta find some mud, just a little bit of mud, and we're gonna put it right next to that caster lure that I got. Slick it up a little bit more, and that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna take this bad boy and float him down. Heck yeah, that's awesome. I told my wife I had her with me. It was too windy to make film setting. I mean, windier than what it is right now. So she says, why aren't you filming? I said, well, it's pretty lousy freaking audio. Probably gonna be lousy right now, but gotta check them, boys. And we got beaver. And we got a hill of death everywhere we go. is a hill of death. So I'll get these guys carried out here and we'll move on. Pretty good right there. Not gonna complain. 2 traps, 2 beaver. All right. How the fun goes. Now the fun goes right there. All right, well, time to move on. Gotta get a picture. Oh yeah. Everywhere I go, there's a hill, boys. Well, got a bigger dam here, boys, just right down. I mean, not very far, 100 yards. Beaver's done beat up my caster mound. I can't even see I don't see my anchor or anything. Whoa, oh Jesus, there it is. Oh, trap's still here. Somehow we missed them. Fudge. Didn't set up the trap or nothing. Climbed up somewhere over here. We got all this area to climb up. That's the only problem with this spot. But it was my best location if you look. I don't see anywhere they're climbing down. Oh, so close, boys. So close. What's up? What's up? Welcome back, guys. So I got an old, I've showed it before, but the beavers have tunneled through here. So whenever this floods, the water floods out here in these fields. I see a beaver track. There goes a muskrat. Fast, look at that boy. Fast as fuck, boy. He come out of here somewhere. Huh, must be from me standing here. There is something here, I think. It looks like kind of a shadow. You see how there's kind of a hole now? So I see a beaver track. We had a caster around there, and I have a 330 over there on a hole. The only hole that I seen that was good. But apparently there's going to be a bunch of muskrats here, and they're probably going to set me off. And nothing on there yet. Right here, 330 going in. The only banked in I could find. There's really nothing around here, so we'll pull this up and see what we got. Hopefully not just a muskrat, but a beaver, hopefully. There's my beaver lure there. Pretty big caster around. I don't know what's going on with that, but you can see right there, front foot. He got to that point. Oh, and he got to right there. And he's probably right there now, hopefully. We'll see. Stay tuned. I was a little worried about it not being deep enough here because the drowning rods are only 8 foot, but I kind of angled it right in front of this tube where it's a little deeper. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yes sir. Surprise! Front foot. Ah, that's a good one, and I'm so glad that the ranger's just right there. Little hill to navigate. A few more sets down here. You'll see there's a couple food piles that popped up after on my last day, guys. I was coming through here and suddenly I saw a little food pile. I'm like, what the heck? It was not there all that time we trapped this and got the otter and stuff. Look at this one. Big old casters. Look at this tail. Yes sir. Perfect. Perfect front foot and perfect hole here to drown them in. That's awesome. Since it's just the first check, I'm not gonna rebait or re-lure anything. We're just gonna put her back in, slick it up a little bit, and get ready for the next one to come through. But right here, there's a hole. I found it, searched around right here, and I'm like, there's some rock there. There's a little bit of ways, see how far away I gotta be? But as long as your chain is good enough to get you where you need to be, like right there, set it. You can set her out here deeper water. So we're there. Drowning rod's going in the only hole I got that's deep enough to drown a beaver, and that's a good sized beaver. Now I gotta get this reset. I should have probably done it before I put the drowner down, but I got a couple logs laying here. You see them? Wish I could have just filmed the making of this, but we're gonna put it right back where we had it. You can see the beaver's tracks right here. That's how wide that beaver was. Trap's just on one side of its tracks. Put this back where it was. Slick this all up again. I'm gonna put some new mud right in here, make it look shiny again. My lure's right there. They're still gonna smell it. And we're gonna slick down this tracks, get rid of these tracks so I can see new tracks, whether it be coon, muskrat that come through here. You know, there's a trail all along here. But that's awesome. Beaver number 3. Oh. Traps there. And big old footprint from our big handprint. So now we'll cruise down a little ways to the next set. That's a big beaver. That's a good one. Put this guy right here, right there. Just a little twig. That's a good beaver. I love it. Oh yeah, baby. Get you some. Well, here's a real simple feed bed that popped up after I already trapped beavers here. Trap here on a caster. 330 over here on the only bank den I could find that was hard enough to have beaver. Nothing. Maybe at the next one. We'll see. Nada. Zip zilch nada. Well guys, I'm back home and it seems like here we are. It's coming to an end of the day and we're calming down. The wind is gone. That's just the way it's been. It's annoying kind of. It might be blowing out there still, but three toads. Not gonna complain one bit. First check on getting out some beaver sets, but I was gonna say we could do 48-hour checks, but I had 3 traps that were tripped by raccoons. I would be losing fur if I was like tomorrow. I could have fur. If I wait until tomorrow, I would have, obviously I'd have these 3 beavers, but I'd have 3 traps that are tripped. But now I could go tomorrow and have 3 more in these exact same traps, and that I wouldn't have had if I did 48-hour. Nothing wrong with 48-hour checks, but if you're out there trying to get more fur, you need to do daily. And it depends on how far you're driving too also. I'll do some 48-hour checks, but I try to get out as much as I can every day. So see how tomorrow goes. If I get home in time, depends on if it's dark. I'm not gonna do it because then I can't make a video for you guys. So if I get off work too late and I can't make a video, then we'll do a 48-hour check. But otherwise, we still got to do it no matter what within 48 hours. So appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this helps you guys on your trap line. I had a couple kids stop me recently and told me they were beaver trapping and that my videos helped them. So I appreciate everybody that watches, and I appreciate the feedback. So stay tuned.